meeting to order of the Women Democrats of Sacramento County. Okay, so we're calling the meeting to order at exactly 6:31. In those 30 seconds that I did that, 6:31. We're going to start. Tracy Stafford, your president of the Democrats of Sacramento County. Thank you so much for braving the weather and coming out to this new location. I hope you love it as much as we do. And I'm going to give a special round of applause to Cynthia, who's back there. Stand up, Cynthia, our membership chair. Who worked tirelessly over the last several months to find this location for us. And Kate Van Buren. Kate, please stand. Kate, who is our past president, who also helped find this location. Thank you both very much for your effort. All right, now we would like to have, let's see, I know I'm going to ask Clark if he would stand and lead us in the pledge.
Oh, there you go. What's it?
The Pledge of Allegiance. We have this beautiful flag.
We've memorized.
To the flag, pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you very much. All right, so I'm going to start by asking all new members to stand. If you're a new member and have not been, thank you. Any other new members? I know it's Clark's a new member. So I would say come up here and come again. But you can come up again, it's fine. Okay, so new members, so Clark, give us your name.
Sure. How do I spell it?
No, just your full name.
My name, Alexander Clark Conley III.
Thank you very much for being a new member. And we have a couple more new members. So you have a seat. Thank you. Thank you. A couple of new members, please stand. Yes.
Hi, I'm Elizabeth Cantu.
Thank you, Elizabeth, for joining us.
I'm happy to be here.
And another new member.
I'm Mary Schwedel.
Mary, thank you for joining us. From Elk Grove. From Elk Grove. Any other new members back here? Yes? New member? Or you guests? Okay, so now we're getting to guests. So please stand, all guests who've never been to a meeting before, who are here visiting us today. Thank you all for being here. Thank you. Thank you for coming. That's so many. Yes. All right, do we have any elected officials here today? Elected officials, please stand.
Hi everybody, I'm Heidi Sanborn on the SMUD board.
Hi, I'm Bina Lefkowitz on the Sac County Board of Education.
Thank you. We have other special guests that you will be hearing from a little bit later. Of course. Okay, we're a superstar today, but we'll give you double. We'll give you two.
Paula Villescaz, Vice President of the San Juan Unified Board of Education.
Okay, so now we'll move to the approval of the agenda. Do I have a motion to approve the agenda? Okay, a second? I'm assuming there's no discussion? Any discussion? Who was the second?
Second by Linda Reed.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? All right, so moved. All right, now we also want to approve the March 18, 2019 minutes. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Annette. Okay, I got Annette. Who's the second?
Who was the second?
Joe.
Joe? So then, okay. Okay, any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? All right, so moved. Thank you very much. Now we're going to actually move directly into reports as we really want to get to this panel. We are excited to hear from these amazing women who will be speaking this evening. Let's start with our Vice President, Maya Jenkins.
Thank you, Tracy.
So as Vice President, I have two roles right now. One is coordinating the programs that we have at our membership meetings. And so tonight you'll be hearing from our youth change makers, which we're really excited to be hosting. All of you, or many of you, gave me ideas for future programs as well. So I'm working with the executive board on calendaring those out for the next couple of months, including some time where we will actually be working in groups and having working sessions to figure out how we can move our mission forward of getting more women elected in 2020. So plan on coming and having those conversations very soon. The second role that I have as Vice President is to work on our ice cream social, which is one of our big fundraisers for the year. And so since I presented to you last month, our member Annette has volunteered to co-chair another year, so I'm very excited to be co-chairing with her. And we also had a great many of you sign up to be volunteers for the planning of the committee. And we have a terrific committee that met, I think it was last week. If you'd like to join us, you're still invited to join us. Just go ahead and email me. My name's in the minutes. Because we meet at Rick's Dessert Diner. And who does not want to have a meeting at Rick's Dessert Diner, right? So please join us. Things that you can look forward to between now and next month. At the next membership meeting, we are going to begin to sell tickets for the ice cream social. And so tickets will be $20 for members and $25 for non-members.
What's the date?
I'll give you the date, don't worry. But what I really want to ask you to do is keep that in mind for action. To come here at the May meeting and be prepared to purchase your tickets, but also as a way to bring in new members to buy them tickets as well. Last year, over $5,000 was raised. We want to raise at least $7,500 because this money is what we would be giving endorsed candidates for their 2020 campaigns. So the work that you do in helping to sell tickets is going to make a difference for 2020. So the event is Monday, July 15th. It's from 6 to 8. It's at Rick's Dessert Diner. One way that you can immediately support is to purchase tickets in May. The second way is to look at how you can help us get sponsors. We have sponsorships at $150, $250, and $500. So if you have that great hair salon place that loves to support you, wants to be a sponsor, that would be terrific, and Annette is putting together the information for sponsorships. The other way you can help us is by bringing in items for a silent auction. And so last year we raised a couple $100 just for the silent auction. It was a range of things from a jewelry making class to prints. The sky's the limit. If you have a weekend place that you can auction off, we would be happy to use that as an auction item. Like I said, if you have a hair salon that is really great and wants to put together a basket of Aveda products that could be auctioned off, that would work. If you earn movie tickets from donating blood, we can put together a basket. You can help us raise money to go to 2020 candidates. So know that that will be up and coming in May. If you have questions around sponsorships, if you have questions around the silent auction and possible items, please let me know. So I'm Mael.
Can you purchase a ticket online?
We will have that ready by the time we come to the main meeting. So it's not set up yet. This is your sneak preview so you know what to anticipate. Any other questions? Well, thank you for your support.
Thank you, Mael. All right, and next will be Kate Van Buren, our past president. And actually, I'm going to ask Gail Hensley to come up. Maybe you can tell us a little bit about what's happening with our...
I'll defer to Kate.
Thanks, Gail.
Yeah, they always act surprised, like, you're on the agenda every month.
The public speaking issue. Okay, so I'm your past president, Kate Van Buren, and one of my specialties is being your liaison to the Special Gifts Committee. And so what we are working on right now is raising $100,000 for the purpose of getting women elected. Good Democratic women. And so I am privileged to be on this committee with former Mayor Heather Fargo and Gail Hensley and some other superstars. And we are also thinking about ways to give this money to people who care about learning how to be a campaign manager, how to organize a phone bank, how do you organize volunteers to walk for endorsed candidates. So we are looking for people who want to be trained to do these things, and there may be money in it or maybe volunteer. So we think this is super important, not just to give money, but give that support. And we have boots on the ground and we need to use them. So thank you so much.
I love that. We have boots on the ground, we need to use them. Has anybody in this room, well, we know a few folks that run for office. How many have actually run for office or volunteer on a campaign? Oh gosh, everybody in here, right on. Because what we find is that one of our biggest challenges, especially as underfunded women running for office, is that it's very difficult to find quality campaign execs, I guess you call them, that top tier, the campaign managers, the communication folks, the volunteer coordinators, the field reps. I mean, it's easy to find, people that want to make phone calls and walk, but it's that management level to help organize it. So that's what we're looking to fill that gap with some of those resources that will be raised by that committee. So thank you, Gail and Kate, for that effort. Okay, and we have our treasurer, Dee Everett.
Good evening, everybody. Isn't this a great place? Awesome. Even better, we don't have to pay for it. Yeah. We do still have to pay for food, so I am still going to pass the hat for food. And our current balance on hand is $20,955.58. Remember, more like 40,000 by the end of the year. So fundraisers, sell those tickets. The big thing that I'm working on this month is just getting geared up so you all can buy 100 tickets a piece on the website. Yes.
Where do we bank?
Well, where do we bank? Dean and Company does the deposit, so I never go to the bank. But I know thank you, First Financial, yes.
Is that a credit union?
Is that credit union?
Okay, good. The reason I ask is because often we put our money in banks that are working against our interests.
Right.
So I was going to suggest Beneficial State Bank, if you had heard of it, Triple Bottom Line. Tom Sayer's wife owns it, and they opened up a branch down by City Hall. But I'm glad it's a credit union.
It's a credit union, yes.
Great.
Thank you.
I didn't quite hear what the name of your bank is.
Oh, it's beneficial.
Beneficial State Bank. Yes, and I moved all my personal, all my work to that bank, and they're wonderful. They give 100% of their profits back to nonprofits that do community work, 100%. So they don't invest in any fossil fuels. They are just an amazing bank. It's all community people and planet.
So that's Beneficial State Bank. And actually we had planned to have them come in and speak and explain that because so many folks don't understand what divesting means. And so that's something that we will be addressing. You still have the stage.
Yeah,
I take the mic. I have the talking stick. So if you control of the stage, you take the talking stick.
Well, I was just going to go sit down, but I was waiting for you to get done. So, welcome everybody. It's good to see you.
Thank you, Dee. And as you mentioned, we're over $20,000 right now, and that was our goal we set. When did we set that goal to raise $20,000?
Last November.
When was that? Last November?
Yeah.
This past November of 2018.
Yeah.
And we had the Diane Feinstein luncheon. Anybody remember that? It was a very good time. We got Diane Feinstein to come out. And not only come out, but actually stay. It was a requirement. And we ended up with all of the other funds that we had raised throughout the year, and with that fundraiser, we were over our 20,000 mark within months of making that decision that we wanted to raise 20,000 by 2020. So now we've upped that to 100,000. Which is tremendous because we all know that, women need that money. Women that are running for office and women-friendly candidates. And we want to be able to give it to them. So thank you all for your efforts on that. And let's see, is Ellen Cochran here?
I'm right there.
Oh, yay, hi Ellen. So Ellen is our communications chair.
Thank you, Tracy. My responsibilities include getting our website up and going, and before the next meeting, we should be there with lots of help. We had a book club meeting, which was a lot of fun. We read Becoming by Michelle Obama, and we organized another one. And the newsletter also will follow with the website in May. We have not selected a feature book for the book club. You can send me any suggestions you have. However, we have a platform that lists some specific areas, and if you have a chance to look at it, we'd like to tie the books directly to the platform.
Okay, thank you, Ellen. And let's see, now we've got, actually, I will have Cynthia. This says Cornell, that's not right.
Oh, Connell.
Connell. Okay, I knew it wasn't right. You know how your brain just shuts down? It's like, that's not right, but I don't know what's wrong with it. So Cynthia Connell, our membership chair, please come up.
Hi, everybody. Welcome tonight. Especially welcome to our panelists. I'm so thrilled that we've got so many young women here speaking about issues that are important to them. So I won't take a lot of time, but I do want to mention a couple of things. One is that before the May meeting at 5 p.m., we're going to be offering a tour of the facility. Oh, I have to step away from this mic. I don't like speaking into mics. I don't, so I apologize. So I'd like to get RSVPs though for anyone who might be interested. So I'm going to pass around this clipboard, and it has a sign-in for RSVPs. If you're interested, and I'll send a follow-up email to remind you. And we would be, I think, starting at 5 unless they tell me they want to start a little earlier. But it'd be about a half-hour, 45-minute tour. And we might do this several times in the year because it's a large facility. Yeah.
What facility?
This is the Shriners Hospital for Children.
This hospital?
This hospital. Yeah, so this is a team. This is a research hospital. They've got a prosthetics lab. They have a school for kids. They have, I mean, they do a lot here that I haven't even begun to talk to them about. But they did offer tours of the facility for anyone who's interested, and I think it would be, you know, I'm going to do it because I want to find out what this place is. So, and well, I mean, fortunately, my family hasn't had to take, you know, advantage of the opportunity that exists here for children. But we were looking for a couple of months for a new venue. I was kind of passionate about trying to find a place that was warmer in the winter for me. And yeah, and because I like the California stage a lot, and I didn't want to be coming in and saying, let's just change up everything. But especially up to the last meeting, my toes were frozen, and I thought, I like it, but we also need a place where people can feel very comfortable and not worry about, you know, layering. And in the summer, I don't even know what the summer's like there. So we looked at many venues, and we had 5 really strict parameters. And so we deviated from one in choosing this place, but it met all of our other needs. And the variation here, should I mention it or not? We cannot serve alcohol here.
We noticed.
So, yes, and I was told last year when we were, the idea of getting a new venue was broached, I had suggested to one of the members that maybe we could do it at a school, and they said, you don't want to take away the wine from these ladies. So I hate to say that I have, and so hopefully what we can do is maybe build around that and create some meetups at 4:30, 5 o'clock, 5:30, and do something social. But anyway, that's that. And then I'm also putting a membership application underneath the RSVP, so if you are not a member and you'd like to join, please feel free to fill that out. And finally, I am trying to solicit people for a phone call subcommittee, because one of the things that we do before each meeting is make phone calls to members to remind them and invite them to the meetings. And we've lost one valuable member, and so we're down to a skeleton crew, and so some people didn't get called this month. And so if you're interested at all, we're talking between 12 and 30 people, whatever your comfort level is. And so again, there's another list here, and you can put your name on that if you're interested in helping out. Once a month, 15 to 30 people. Okay? Thank you. I'll pass this around.
Is texting, because you can get a blanket text group, and then that way, because if we're in meetings and whatever, I can't pick up the phone anyway, and I don't see it often.
Yeah. I believe texting's an option, and we do have one member of the committee that does text. And so I meant to say, I think I wrote it down here, call or text. And we will eventually get a program that allows us to do that kind of in a,
Automatic.
yeah, and most of you that are campaign know about that, right? So, yeah, Joe.
Cynthia, this is really nice, and I appreciate the hard work you went to find this place. Because I know it's not easy to find a venue that fits all our needs, and it's so light, it's not dark, it's very parking. Thank you very much.
Well, thanks, Joe. Well, pay it forward to Kate as well, because we had a bit of a jam 2 months ago, and Kate mentioned this Shriners Auditorium, and at the time we were like, it didn't work for our needs that month for some reason, and it was just then that we had time then to vet it. I wouldn't have known about it if Kate hadn't mentioned it, so yeah, it's a really, I think it's a great venue too. I'm glad you guys like it. Question?
I just had a quick comment. I am the club coach for Toastmasters, and we meet here Tuesdays at noon. If anyone's interested in public speaking, and I would love to have you. So every Tuesday.
Great, you'll teach me how to be comfortable talking into this thing.
Because I would really rather do this.
Yeah, because she was so uncomfortable, wasn't she? You're so natural, Cynthia. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, we have a couple of our board members that weren't able to make it here this evening, and our volunteer chair, Karen Grace Cahoe. Who knows Karen? Everybody should know Karen. She is awesome, and she actually recruits volunteers to assist with our events, as well as she helps us recruit for our board. And we have a couple open positions right now. And one is a marketing chair. So we have a communications chair, but we need a marketing arm, someone that's focused on during the graphics and the basically sales messaging for women DIMs. So if anybody's interested in looking at maybe becoming our marketing chair, please let us know. Another is a member services chair, and that's the person, we have our membership chair, and Cynthia basically is handling a lot right now. The member services chair would handle more of the soft skills, actually working with folks who need rides to come to the meetings, knowing whose birthday it is and when someone's in the hospital, all those soft skills. Taking consensus on what's happening. Do you like the venue? Do you not like the venue? What do you want to see in programming? Just really getting their thumb on the pulse of the membership. Now, we do the best that we can, but as crowded as this room is, which is awesome, we have over 200 members. So this is really, but we really want to be touching all of them, and then hopefully, I forget what our goal is, but we're going to have a membership drive coming up in the fall. So I know that we want to at least see another 100 members. So if anybody's interested who just loves people, loves greeting folks, loves knowing who needs what, when, and is willing to coordinate making that happen for our members, please let me know. So looking for a marketing chair and a member services chair. And then Mariana Savignano is out of town, and she is our legislative chair. Political Affairs. We have changed that name. Political Affairs Chair. And we have been working on a platform that was mentioned earlier, and I will actually pass this out. And we have a policy, what is it again? We changed it, Political Affairs. Okay, Political Affairs. And we came up with a platform. I know that Samantha Corbett, I believe, is here. We had tried, thank you, Samantha, for coming. And actually, stand up, Samantha. Samantha is the executive director for She's Said Enough. And for those of you who have very, well, you want to say what that is? Just say what. Tell us about. Just stand up for 2 seconds. You'll be fine.
We're a nonprofit that formed out of the political Me Too movement. So since we formed about 18 months ago, there's been roughly 900 pieces of legislation on sexual harassment introduced nationwide, and about 120 special elections and resignations related to sexual harassment and abuse by members of office. And so have been very engaged in a lot of those conversations.
Thank you, thank you. And Samantha is on that committee, and she's helped us put together this platform. So what you'll see is, I believe we have 6 categories there. But what's going to happen is we're going to delve much more into that in May. So that's going to be our May meeting, is that we're breaking out into our platform areas. We've identified legislation within each of those areas that we're going to be focusing on. So whatever your interest level is, what areas that you're most passionate about, you'll have an opportunity at our May 20th meeting to come out and really look at the legislation that we chose, see what's happening with it, how you want to be a part of it, and just really build the momentum around legislation that is going to support women. All right, so that is that. And let's see, so I believe that really wraps it up. So I am going to, round of applause please for all of our chairs. They've done tremendous amount of work on this they've only been in office since January. That's a lot, we've done a lot in 3 months. 3 or 4 months, okay, wonderful. Actually I'm going to ask Mael, our Vice President and Head of Programs, to come up and introduce our panel. Thank you. All right, wonderful. And with that, I believe we will go ahead and adjourn. No more news. Okay, so we are adjourning at actually 7:54. Thank you all for being here.